I know this looks a little dramatic. Today, the choice of colors is a little bit representative of the topic I want to talk about. And the topic is everything that you do in life takes energy. And when I say energy, I mean your mental energy, your focus. And the problem with it is that you have only a limited amount of focus per day. That's why by the end of the day, you might feel super tired and not willing to think anymore and make any decisions and care, or when you're too sleepy, you don't really care. That's because you don't have any energy. And this energy that I'm talking about, this is what it requires to do productive things. Okay? This is what it requires, a lot of mental energy. And the problem with it is there is only a few things you can choose to do with your time and your energy. For example, we all have this stupid fucking illusion that you can start fresh from Monday, right? And people say, hey, maybe I wasted this week, but starting on Monday, it's all gonna be good. I'm gonna start fresh. I'm gonna eat clean. I'm not gonna jerk off. I'm not gonna watch porn. I'm not gonna play games. I'm gonna dedicate my time to working on business, to studying, for my university, to going to the gym, eating clean, blah blah blah, reading, whatever. But you can't do all of that, not in the beginning, at least. From my knowledge, I'm talking only from my perspective. I might be completely wrong, and I hope you can prove me wrong, but that's what my experience told me. You can't do everything you want to do. You have to sacrifice something. You have to choose between things. You have to dedicate 95% of your energy, your focus, only to two things. Let's say one thing could be gym and working out and thinking about it, caring about it, making decisions that are good for your gym improvement. It could be eating better, it could be counting calories, it could be, watching content about the gym itself, and obviously going to the gym every day and working out and focusing on recovery, stuff like that. So that's one huge topic, okay? That takes shit ton of energy, mental energy. And the second one would be, for example, whatever you want to choose. It could be watching a TV show, right? It could be something bad, stupid, entertaining. And I'm serious right now. It could be like a TV show. If you lock in and you care about the characters, that's how it happens, right? When you start watching something, the only way you're gonna go through the TV show if you actually care about it. If the characters and the plot and the twist, or maybe just the style of it really made you invested in this TV show, it takes energy to care about it. It takes energy to think about the plot, characters, to try and figure out what makes this TV show so good, whatever it is. Just thinking about it takes energy, man. And unfortunately for us, I believe there's only two major things that you could focus on throughout the day, and then the leftover 5% are gonna, go to everything else. But this 5%, this little amount of energy that you have left over, is gonna be used, in very, very small bits, just a small bit here to care about, your family, small bit here to care about your sleep, small bit here to care about, how you dress, right? Stuff like that, like casual, everyday things. But the problem is people are not taking that into consideration. They don't understand how it works, how their attention works, how their focus works. And so they might be going to work, right? thinking that if I'm working the entire day for 8 hours, then clearly I'm putting my energy into it, right? But it could be very easily the case that you waste all this time, you don't spend any energy at your work because all your energy goes to some other bullshit, right? It could be social media, just watching reels. It's as its own other thing, we get addicted to this specific form of content, which is short form content, because it's an own thing, entire thing in our head. We really like the process. We really like to find out new information from it, scroll, and it takes up a lot of energy, as I said before. So that's taking your mind, or maybe you're watching a TV show in the evening when you come from work. You are going to be thinking about it. There is no way you want to tell me you're not going to care about that TV show during the work day. That's not true. Or you're just a huge movie fan like me, and you're watching new movies every day, and you like to actually think about what's going to be the next movie, what genre am I, watching right now, what director shot this movie, maybe I should look at his other works or something. That takes so much space, you wouldn't believe it. And that's both a curse and a beautiful thing. You just got to learn how to use it, in my understanding. And again, I'm going to come back to this idea, man, that you have only 2 things to choose from. And that way you're going to win. And for me, for a long time, I'm going to be honest, it was, at some period of my life, especially when I was younger, it was watching a TV show, one TV show, and playing computer games. Now, it doesn't mean I didn't do anything else during the day, right? I could be training, but I didn't actually train, if you know what I mean. You go to the gym, you waste your time there, you don't really put your mind into it. You don't really put your focus into it, let alone any education on it too, You don't really try and find useful information on it. And the same goes for school. I didn't really try in school at all. And that's just how it was, man. So computer games and TV show, but I was super, super happy about those 2 things because I was locked into them. And only when you accept it, only when you are content psychologically that the 2 things that you are doing are fine by you, you don't blame yourself for them, only then you're going to be happy. So if you are blaming yourself for watching TV shows or playing computer games or doing any activity at all, maybe it's even a productive activity, but you're blaming yourself for doing it for some weird reason, I don't know, you're not going to be happy. So do one of these 2 things. Either stop blaming yourself for doing it, for playing computer games. Maybe that's what genuinely makes you happy. And as long as you can keep doing it and somehow maintain your life, maybe that's what it is for you. I don't know. But personally, I don't believe that. That's not how it works for me. So I'm blaming myself for playing computer games. The other solution for it is easy. You just cut it out. You just cut it out, man. You start doing something else that you wanted to start doing that will actually help you in life, that will improve your character, that will improve your discipline, improve you as a person, and elevate you on a different level. You're going to respect yourself more. Do the things that give you that pride, okay? And again, you only have so much room in your mental world, in your focus vessel. You have only so much energy. Just use it carefully. Choose 2 things, right? And very simply, for me, it could be gym and focusing on making content, right? That's how I'm thinking to do it. By the way, I just came up with this thought. I haven't ever thought about it thoroughly. And I just right before shooting this, I was discussing this with my friend, and that's when it really popped in my head. The realization why I was wasting so much time my entire life, that I didn't ever put any energy into productive things, even if I really tried in terms of, I put myself into a regimen of doing things that are productive for me. Would it be working out or reading a book or something like that, I would not succeed at that at all because I didn't try really. I didn't put any energy. Why? Because I had other things taking the energy from me. And if I cut those out, I could very easily put that same energy into these things. You just need to sacrifice. You need to sacrifice things, and that's okay. That's how it should be. With time, when you improve, when you get better at things, I believe it will change. I believe you will either have more mental space and more mental ability, to do all these things, or maybe you become so good at one thing, let's say shooting content, that it will take way less mental capacity from me to shoot it every day as I'm doing it right now, because I'm going to be so good at it that I do it just like that automatically. So now I can focus on business, right? I can focus on other things, building new skills. Maybe that's how it works, I don't know, but it will change. But for now, focus on two things. That will be my advice to myself. That's why I'm recording it right now, and I hope it could be helpful in some way for you too. All right. See you next time, man. Keep improving. I believe in you.